enter. So you can see in the top of the list I got my account group over here, and I created the number range as 09, so I can mark it over here as 09 and save it. That means your service customer group has been assigned the number range as 09. That means whenever a customer will be created, the code from and to will be from this number range. In the same way, if you want the same number range 09 to be used for your finance customer group, even you can assign that. So FINV for finance customer group. Okay, it was FINC. So that is over there. And just if I want to use the same number range, I can assign the same serial number 09 over here. Or in case you need a different serial number range, so in that case you can create a different serial number with the different from and to range, and you can assign that over here for that also. So if I save it, that means the same serial number range have been assigned to both the custom groups. But if I want, I can have a different number range assigned to, like suppose we go back and we create. Now it came to mind that duplicacy, or maybe it will be difficult to remember the customers whether it belongs to the service account group or a finance account group. It's better to have a different number range for a easy identification of customers. So I decided now later on to go and create a different number range for customer account. So we'll be going back again, and in that we remember that 09 we have already created. So now I will be creating is 10 after 9. So going to this plus 1010 now to and if I make it as insert, so the number has been inserted for 10 also over here. Save it. Okay, and now going back, I will assign this particular number range to my finance account group. I don't want to keep the same number range, because having a different number range will make me to identify my customer group with that customer master number easily. So now FINC, enter, and this I have defined 09. Instead of that, now I will be changing it to 1010. Save. So my customer account group has been created now. So we have covered the first 3 steps of configurations. First, defining the customer account group. Second, defining the number range for customer master. Next is assigning number range to customer account group. Now moving next to defining the customer tolerance. So tolerance we have already discussed earlier. Customer tolerance, the customization for customer tolerance and vendor tolerance in accounts payable is same. The same customization applies to both of the customer as well as for the vendors. Still, customer account tolerance group are assigned to customer master records, which will restrict the customer line items payment option. Customer tolerance allows you to specify the maximum payment difference that can be changed to a GL account, and the maximum cash discount percentage, and the maximum allowable payment difference in percentage terms up to a total dollar amount. How? Let's see it in the screen in the SAP system. Going back, so as you can see the path, After accounts receivable and payable, you have to go to the business transactions. So we'll be going back to the business transactions and then open item clearing, because this is always used at the time of clearing activities, clearing differences. And clearing differences, you can see define tolerance for customer and vendors. So you can see the oblique customers oblique vendors, because the same customizations apply for both customer and vendor. In this you can search your company code 1200. So this is it, 1200. We have not created any tolerance groups as that is not needed. So double click on the company code 1200. You can see in while doing accounts payable we did all these configurations already in the system. In this, the permitted payment difference basically means that you can make a maximum payment difference with 500 or 5%, whichever is lower. On the other side you can see if automatic write-off is there, as we have already discussed in account at the time of accounts payable also, that automatic payment 100 rupees, sorry, $100 or whatever the percentage you assign over here, either of those, whichever is lower, will be allowed as a payment difference. So it gives you the maximum payment difference tolerance, maximum cash discount percentage, and the maximum allowable payment difference in percentage term, as you can define the percentage over here. That is it's basically used for. You can save it in case you did any changes to it. So that is what the tolerance is all about. Moving up next, defining cash discount for incoming invoices. Now moving to the cash pay incoming payment and the cash discount in incoming payment, going back to the path. Now discount comes when we receive the incoming payment, so we need to go to the incoming payment and then incoming payment global setting, and in this we will be assigning the account. So we are giving the discount, so we need to define the account over here for cash discount granted. So executing it, you need to put your chart of account over here. If you don't remember, you can go and even have a look from over here what are the different chart of account and which is yours in it. So if you remember, my chart of account was 1000, so I just went it over here, enter. So this is what is coming up over here. As you can see, this is the transaction SKT transaction basically means the cash discount expense. Now in this I need to assign the account, so I need to go and click on this accounts. Okay, save the rules first, so you need to save it over here, and you can see the option has changed. Now you can assign the account over here. So now in this we need to select the account, so for that I will be going to F4 on the screen on the keyboard, and in this I will be searching for the GL account if there is any GL account for so these are the different, but there is no cash discount account. There is a received, but I am now at this point of time I am allowing the discount. So allowing a discount is an expense and receiving is a revenue, an income. So I need to create a new GL. I need to create a new GL, that is cash discount allowed with. So for creating one I need to go to a new screen. From this creates a screen, and now I will be creating one So going to create one more ledger, FS00. If you could remember, this was the first sub-module we did. In this you need to put the number over here first. So to know the number, first we will be looking after what are the different ledgers already created in the system. So you can see I need to create an expense ledger, and expense in these starts with 4, and there is already a purchase account. So next 4 last time 0 1 will be for cash discount allowed. So I'll be taking this and just changing the last digit in the sequence 1, go to new, and then again now over here you need to select the expense. As you will be creating an expense part, you need to put the short text cash discount allowed, moving to the next tab, that is the control data. In this you need to select the text category as star, check mark the posting without text allowed, click on the line item display, move to the next. Now over here I already said in couple of sessions back that whenever we are creating any expense ledger, we will be selecting the field status group as G004 as a cost accounts, because all are expense. Save it. So once you save, you can remember that your ledger account has been created. So this is my ledger account. I can select it, Control C to copy, and then you can go to your last screen and you can assign that particular number over here as Control V to paste. Or else the next option is to, you can go with this drop down and you can see the list of ledger accounts, and in that you can select your cash discount allowed GL we just created. So that is there, double click on it, got selected. So once selected, you can save it. So your cash discount allowed GL has been customized for the company code 1200. So cash discount is over. Moving next is to maintain the document number range. So as already discussed, the different transactions, customer transactions, every transaction will generate a number after posting, and that number is what generated from this document number range which we assign. So basically we assign two different number range, one is 18 and one is 14. 18 is for customer invoice and 14 is for customer payment. Suppose we need to check this, I'm going back, or we can move to the next screen over here. Now let's see how. OBA7, this is for document types. Document types makes it easy to understand different type of transactions and their nature. For customers, all the document type starts with D. You can see D. So in D you can see one is customer invoice and one is customer payment. So first, customer invoice, whenever you post any customer invoice in the system, the document type generated is DE, and whenever you receive any incoming payment, the customer document type generated is DZ. So that makes it easy to identify whether a particular transaction relates to a customer or a vendor or a GL account or an asset, because everyone have got their own different document types, and within that you can easily identify whether it is DZ or DE, and it will make it easy to identify whether it is an invoice or a payment. So when you double click on any of them, you can see what is the number assigned to that, the number range. The number range assigned over here is 18. You can have your own number range assigned over here as well if you want. I can change it. I can assign it something else like 10 or maybe 3030 or anything else for that matter as I want to. But right now it is coming 18 because this is by default from the SAP software. So at this point of time I will not be changing. This is the standard number range for customer invoice. In any of the client, if you are going for an implementation project, you will always find these number range by default in the software. So we'll be creating this 18 number range for customer invoice and DZ, double click, 14 for customer payment. Now you already know, to create the number range you need to go for transaction FBN1. The path is also there, it's up to you. You can go with the path or with the transaction code. So moving up to the transaction code, you need to go to /n FBN1, enter. Now put the company code 1200, and now over here you can go for display intervals. It will display you what is already maintained for the company code. This is 01, 15 and 19. If you remember, we have maintained this different number range in the earlier sessions. Going back, now you can go to this interval, change interval, and this we can add intervals by going to this interval option. So clicking on this, you see the screen comes up over here. Now what I need to define is 18 and 14. So for 18 I need to define serial number 18 over here, and I am defining this document number for the fiscal year 2014. Minded, this document number range for transaction data keep changing from year to year. So for next year you have to define new document number, or even you can use whatever is defined already over here. You can copy all this number range. Now assigning it over here, one, if I have written if I have taken the 18 as a serial number, I will also be maintaining the range from 18 only, so as to easily identify or too easy to remember things. So I have assigned from 18 for serial number 18, insert. Now I need to, 18 has been assigned. Now I need one more, that is 14. So I will again go to this interval, and now I will maintain for 14 2014. And you can again insert it over here. So you can see your 14 has also been inserted. Now you can go and you can save it. That is it. So and you have to continue. So your number range has also been defined. In the same way we defined the number range in GL module and in accounts payable as well. So this is it for today's lecture. We'll continue the further configurations in the next lecture for account receivable. Thank you.